Someone's guarding this place just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also to expose the true intentions of...
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a...
Many strange things happen here, but this...
But that... Hey! Come out! Don't scare Paimon like that!
Wild Hunt Fan...
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one. Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
Alright, Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive if there were any forced...
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet. Or we...
And here's another...
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt, we Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes. And while Kuvaki can...
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring...
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically,
Was there a gap between...
There was. Leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime...
It all makes sense. And all that just for the... It begs the question. What makes it so special that he needs it so badly? That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. It's an...
It's carrying a letter! Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began... It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rerear's doing. But why is he...
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, if this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we One moment.
Go! Fly! Now to move!
You're here, as expected.
Humans. You never. But it is also thanks to you that
You've messed with the cannon again, huh?
But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why when all they see is the Wild Hunt surging up everywhere they look? This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous purport.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aina would have managed to stop the cat in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of...
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, see this fragment. It once haunted your dreams.
That is my...
Sorry.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of... Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later...
What do you even say?
So the terror of the...
Serendipity guided the foot each time, while that which you...
So that's why it responded so...
Only by retreat.
Hence, you...
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form. Over what truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing. I've adapted to the strength and flow. It will not be a full rest. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you...
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light! Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated. Likely,
The air is thick with fear and anxiety.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Yehoda's gone in to scout up.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented Even those who flee without reserve put them, after all. A gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so,
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you...
affirmative.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there! What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might, if Rarir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility, high. We will face strong resistance, but
there's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. The Traveler won't
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
What are you waiting for?
This place is burning too!
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you...
It's you, Rixa. I believe you...
I do, yes, but why are you here?
The townspeople have been...
But
I know what you... But you chose to leave the island. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that I seek to redraw. Please. Then come.
All right, I understand.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone! That is, if we can.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves. You won't let you pass, creature, aren't you?
Time to teach you a lesson, you just us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crown kake.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against...
Let's go, Inefa. This way up. Let's go, Inefa. This way. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Let's get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace Brace for impact.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here? Come on! You earned it! Go claw! Being done!
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
Easy. What made you think I couldn't take on one of my own designs, huh? This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No, I mean a manual brake. The primitive
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intini potutos. In necritus necrus baptusi, cenis omnes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur misuricum, topirtu aetion veratum.
to her. I can barely muster.
Let me guess.
What's with him?
Verfnir. Vrindaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly in you. Matter not. Does anything in this world. You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. The flowers here bloom in such peace. Oh? I take it that means you've...
COLUMBINA! I studied his abilities inside out.
But he still broke through.
What? You expect a battle to be completely... I just... didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculation...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't...
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you. That's all. Just...
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride too. But that was as...
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss.
Still, what do we do now?
We did block most of the Kuvaki, but we still don't know what his aim...
After you left.
That means it's...
A question, when the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of...
No.
I see.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it?
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not...
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength. It's...
Ad Astra Abbot. Ad Astra. Thank you for Fortunately, we were able to minimize, but the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete...
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious... I'm sorry.
I'm on nose with you.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so if his objective had been
Is there, Just kidding, just kidding.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. Girl, that's right. And it still works on normal...
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't...
My thanks.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often...
Point taken. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing...
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only...
Well... There's a certain gentleman I'd... Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course. Slowly, I have achieved. Perhaps his end was trapped. Every shadow born.
Oh, poor...
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, You're right, but we will. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Okay.
Either way, the lantern fade, light bearer. With your, even as we hurry on, until it close. Thank you for everything.
Hey, it's the water tower. Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet? Columbina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabout?
Yeah, but aren't you a...
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture.
Well, it's good...
The flow, however...
However...
Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a...
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? Well, Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau? And what plan is that precisely? Well, I could not gain any insight now that he has donned a shape but that power of his I cannot say perhaps understanding the subject of his fix. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow, but after our previous attempt, I suspect perhaps someone has certain truths they wish, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular. Well then, and what plan is that precisely? Well, I still wish to return to the moon that belong. That is where the answers lie bare.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your...
Haha! Right! Right you are. I forgot... The name's Varka.
days since we said bye to the others and not still no news about Rare. If only he was.
Hello! You must be the Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately.
The Wild Hunt? Oh, uh-oh. Come on, let's go!
I don't sing for anyone in particular. Still, if someone stops to listen, I hope it provides a moment of peace all the same.
No more lies! Looks like Chichiren is still sticking to the agreement and hasn't taken any new jobs. For now, at least. That should put Sauron at ease.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This
looks like his appetite truly.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Ah, everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild.
And we're sure that Rerir did that. Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon.
Traveler, there wasn't a shred of sanity left.
Yeah. Oh.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Unless something went.
The other thing is, how does someone who
Beats me.
According to certain.
there are besides his name and title.
Exactly. And I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, last time we had Marionette and her big robot.
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Somewhere like the Eye of Krati. Or the...
A perfectly reasonable.
I agree, we should...
Wait, why?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved...
That's right. Yes, it could...
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But, and if we do...
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting. Run.
Didn't you say the...
Agreed.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day, so don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second.
So, you guys didn't find anything
Not loving the word either.
I questioned a few Ratniki, and eventually, almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that...
He's been biding his time for a while now.
No idea.
All we can do now is hope that wait, he's actually here?
No. Silver Moon Hall! The Lady Kutar might be in danger!
Let's get over there! Quick! Why is he attacking the damsel elect? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now you shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon I will find a way.
Watch out!
Barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by convention.
I have a When me and Anetha showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted. We weren't there for the whole thing either.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started.
Kutar, can you shed any
Kutar. Cross-checking database.
Wait, she's the moon goddess?
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon. I've never met that person before. Why he holds me in such contempt.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help. It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you. But right now,
a counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. No, I can't say
running is our only...
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what?
Well, I mean...
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? A coyote doesn't... What is it, Lum? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess.
We can't just roll over and let him get away.
Yeah. We can't just call it... Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now.
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change after much any relationship based on you were born here.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be very well then.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great...
It is. But I find it very draining. Rejected by the world. My power is
What do you mean, reject?
The 3 moons belong to the ancient bygone era, in which they came. The 3 moons are not one and the same. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together, but this method of recovery is painfully...
It's the Wild Hunt!
Even faster than we expected.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us.
Then what are we waiting for?
Poor lost lamb. Defensive mode engaged.
Being done!
With one heart, we pray.
Preparing for dust up.
Be silent.
Oh, they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
We're closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's help to escape! This goes on much longer.
Being done! Water bomb!
The long sleep beckons. To dust.
Rash attack!
Preparing for dust up.
In solution. Boys, protect us. By the frost moon ahead.
The night cometh. To dust.
Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence in which
For the everlasting place.
Observe. To dust.
Rash attack!
annihilation mode.
With one heart, we pray.
The long sleep beckons. Be silent.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of...
We could save the intros for later.
Oh...
That's the one. Come on, move!
Wow! Where are we? This...
Well, that goes without saying. This is the AKA, the Black Market of Intel. As an expedition... Anyway, where were we? Allow me to introduce...
We've heard all of... You look way younger than Paimon expected.
Well, definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from
Another?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to... I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being... wild hunt. Maybe in part...
Note to self. Uncle Varka's strength rating...
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So...
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this wild hunt activity in Nodcry is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. Oh, that's a lot to take in.
I'm truly sorry. You stood with us against the...
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. And, to be perfectly honest, but now that a new
variable...
Who else? That said, while I know was explaining...
You mean about our mystery app?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to... I don't know who or what could pull something like that off.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log. A Nodcry...
Oh.
Another dead end. Still, your intel also explains... But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red... I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, but is it even possible that the Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari, Nodcry of all places? The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So...
Right now, first, to my knowledge, the bulk...
What if there was a way to tell...
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon. They say that back then, that I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon.
That's right. If we can find
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and...
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible.
I know a way, but...
The experimental design bureau?
Yes.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Then that's settled. Next up, as you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, people's obsessions often reveal the wild hunt has plagued Nodcry for centuries.
It's true. If Kutar hadn't given us...
But where would we even start?
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it...
Ah, she hurt me!
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal.
Details. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my... We can't do this.
Wait a sec. Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen...
So you're just going to sit this one?
Why should I get involved?
What if we told you?
Oh? Then I'd say...
I can't put a price on something like this. If you insist on compensation...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. and a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless your plan.
Boss, just a thought. If things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir, if this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be. If there's any.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favor. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well. Yehoda, Flint's. That fragment that
Of course.
Let me borrow it.
Wait, you actually.
Shh. This is.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather. And that brings me to the third and final item. I'm in for this part.
Count me in.
Come off it, you two. Quip, I'm way ahead of you here. Enough did a scan of the moon goddesses. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the.
I like it.
No biggie.
All right then. Once your team has finished their mission, we're.
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? What are you doing at the... We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately.
We're not looking for any trouble.
Do I need to remind you that out of consideration for our form...
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me...
No.
Sandrone seems to be in a good...
So tell me, actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina.
I promise it's not...
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past.
I'd like to speak with our...
What?
Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Rerir is hunting me. Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was
Have you held any tea parties?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever.
I bet you serve...
Who cares about how good first, Rosaline? Now you? I'm running out of people who can make...
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time.
Well, duh. Why, Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. Well, I guess we are over. Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for...
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection.
But that protection didn't come for free. And I just got tired. It brings back memories from the old days. When I was still worshipped as the moon goddess.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more. I get why you left. And but if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths...
Well,
that might be your... Huh? See for yourselves.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt.
Ugh, another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area! I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as— Don't tell me what to do! Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not
I know.
Ugh, this is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. Come on then, Mr. Ray here. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my people. Polonia, get it? I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
Where did she...
Hey! Over here, you big...
Curse it. Moon, go. Keep searching. She cannot have got...
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frostmoon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rarir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Quit grabbing me. I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big and not cry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Notcry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And when you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangamabe is nothing if not generous. So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble? I've got everything you could possibly need. And the more you buy, the more you'll save.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea? At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Notcry in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Of course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
The Lindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Grain imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I don't care if it's an...
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is. He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard. Did Rary rip it out himself?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. The burial place of a fallen moon.
Rerir, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedaflin here?
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vedaflin, Dainslift's elder brother, and yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Thelindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifnir showed up today, too. You know, Daneslif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Daneslif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Revier. We're nobodies. Why would the visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
All right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedifnir and Daneslif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense. The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Thelindis? It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revier. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain, and that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like he clearly does. Let's dig a little deep.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rayhir of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas,
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance, and that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Rayhir of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Thelindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big time.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying. May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out.
Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this, and I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rarier, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rarier was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Thalindis. Rarier couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rarier's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy! I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I'm just as curious as you are, but the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too. Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked. Gonna work? If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rarier. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks once again! Guess you're right. Alright. Time to zip it. Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! Phew! That was a close call. Watch out! They're coming this way! Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, they're so into these things!
Fire.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no! There's a fire!
Zandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy... Hello again, Columbina.
It's been a while.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. He sure doesn't pull his...
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
How can... Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going haywire.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, you've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard.
By royal surge. Your blood! Blood!
It all adds up.
A million rises.
No more lies. That looks like it's worth a pretty sum. Relax. Your secret's safe with me.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flint's and the others? And what about—
I returned ahead of them. Flint is—
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us—
I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of—
Surely it can't be.
those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before?
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the—
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to—
A Fatui
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just—
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the—
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, mister. Things don't always have to have a tangible pay. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. That's why I'm here as a gesture of good faith. I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, after all.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
All right, listen up, everyone. First, we now know that Rerir—
The dregs of the Crimson Moon.
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipse.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholimbis. What's the matter?
Verfnir, Freindaughter, Flinders.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerear's fragment also contains some of Thelindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Thelindis was still around, Rerear appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Thelindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, were these pure-blood Conorians we're talking about here?
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah! Just like how...
If we could somehow find her...
It's possible. That merchant...
All right then. Let's keep working in our separate teams. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had at this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Now, I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so hairy. Stay safe, everyone.
We're back. Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon got everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Anefa?
Sure. Uncle Varka. You previously told us about how when you went to investigate, but according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred in Nodcry in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerear had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nodcry are rallying to fight back against the Wild Hunt. They're gonna need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. Anefa and I will head back over to Amsfarnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal's a deal.
Database updated.
What? It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly...
We already decided that Anefa should go and someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully...
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought... We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here.
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline.
Huh? Are you serious?
Your surprise is understandable, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but what together with my own investigations over the past few years, there are several things that for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon. It is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the Abyss. You all understand the nature of the Abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yes. Anyway.
What does that mean?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were. But I would later on, still. Even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody. Correct?
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are, so with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started? What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Paranhari, also known as Leobranto Innamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era, but setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them to a peculiar induction ceremony.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real? And what kind of induction ceremony?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of refinement. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid, but I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space, that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual.
But there's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere? Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves? Okay, fine. Paimon will go find some bricks.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within me. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. That's the easy part. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open, so I won't be able to come with you. Once you're inside, you'll have to find your own way. Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances and confront whatever dangers might await.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice, as your crop.
Got it!
I sense a sinister gloom and I feel that I am about to meet an old friend. What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body.
Careful! There's something spooky. By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
It all adds up.
By royal decree.
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Huh? For real? That's...
No. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water. Wait, see that? Looks like a... Yep. Looks like a device from the time of Kalia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. Hey, look at that. Do you think these mechanisms...
Felindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in...
I hope this isn't ruining... mind your own... Felindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? How come we're... Oh, yeah.
The Abyss has made this... Maybe that's what...
Whenever I see this view, waning moon, oh, lifeless for me.
Looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby. Darkness, come!
No more lies. It all adds up.
No rest for the wicked.
No more lies.
together the power of the three moons is the key to unlocking. If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally. With the Abyss Inhibitor, oh, Rerir, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. If only I could get...
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber with them.
It must be.
Then there's no time to... These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow! That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
By royal...
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. No more lies.
Hang in there! We're so close!
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning. If we can purify the abyssal power. And so...
Huh?
At long last. I'm sorry. At the moment the moon shattered, my body began to tell me, "Why you look so..." But trust me when I say...
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost...
Perhaps. She took me for a fading soul like hers.
But anyway, we've got the... Alright. That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh.
It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart! Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise. What are you waiting for?
Oh, wait, is that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder no. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be—
Oh, we're so sorry.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth—
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me— Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina!
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a—
It's still not enough. Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would. It's okay. I can take it.
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Not Cry. The ray here of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a wreck, but now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina. This is who—
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Rerir.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina, they're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. What? All right, that's it from me.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture.
But we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. Mission accomplished! Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing. Do you think the others are making good progress? Huh! Hey, look, Flint's! Look!
All is well, thank you. Nef,
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back.
you seem rather...
I certainly am. Fighting alone can get quite
We meet again.
Albedo! What are you doing here?
That would be a natural assumption to make.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. And given how people of outstanding...
So? Who's your
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few...
It's nice to meet you.
Wait a sec!
That's right.
By the way, he says it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards...
Wow! You look so deep.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever...
Wow! You're such a smooth talker.
Personally, I think our little... When people call her Little Paimon...
You're absolutely right.
Anyway...
She's been catching up with old friends.
Uh-oh. People are...
Judging from your expressions, I'm...
It's getting crowded here.
No need. This is a job for...
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies. I'll be meeting Zendrone shortly, as we still...
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formality.
I understand.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left.
Are you saying we're about to run out of...
As a matter of fact, I am. I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else may—
Frankly, you and Paimon are the...
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guy.
When someone else jumps in to do the...
Let's hear what he has...
Note to self. Once Paimon knows...
When he comes looking for us, it's...
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with—
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little— feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint, then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you. Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rock.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Itlua.
Itlua is a good apple, I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying. But I get the feeling that's not quite what you meant. Come on, why the awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend? Now that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Itlua doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear your secret's safe with me.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough then. Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to seal the bonds of friendship.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah, for starters.
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah, you'll need to—
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding. Anyway, since we're all—
Indeed.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium.
Huh. So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to—
Did you—
I didn't say anything. Right, Flint's?
Must—
Anyway, before we begin, first up, we have Miss Lauma. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flint's, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last— For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so,
You think I haven't got enough on my hands?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commitment.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even—
My name is Dainsliff. And yes, I am from—
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential—
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be—
I'll tell you everything I know. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart. The Visionary, Vedafanir, Gold, and last but not least, Raker of Solnari. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me.
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice?
Strangely, now that it comes to— The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had. Centuries on. But then...
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay?
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Uncovering the truth of
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged up.
Can I borrow?
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides...
Relax.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought.
Before that, there's a
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be great.
I believe it will take a little long. You've done so much for me. So I want to be completely honest with. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moon, so far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn even so. I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Reihir of Solnari.
Kutar.
Defeating the Reihir of Solnari will be no easy task.
Naturally.
We've considered several viable... Is it even possible to kill Rerir, given Albedo's expertise in alchemy? I think we should leave him...
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say, it's not my...
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one.
Ladies, please. I must object.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says...
Anyway, Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk.
This whole experience... Why?